Performance measurement is essential for understanding how well individuals, teams, and organizations are achieving their goals. Whether in a business, nonprofit, or governmental context, assessing performance impact allows leaders to make informed decisions, allocate resources efficiently, and drive continuous improvement. Let's discuss the top 10 ways to measure performance impact, covering both qualitative and quantitative approaches. Key performance indicators or KPIs. KPIs are specific, quantifiable metrics that reflect how well an organization or individual is achieving key objectives. These indicators vary by industry but commonly include metrics like revenue growth, customer satisfaction, conversion rates, and employee turnover. KPIs serve as a high-level snapshot of performance and are often tied to strategic goals. For example, a sales department may track KPIs such as monthly sales volume, average deal size, or sales cycle length to measure the impact of sales team performance. Return on investment or ROI is a financial metric used to evaluate the efficiency of an investment or to compare the effectiveness of several investments. It is calculated by dividing the net profit by the cost of the investment, then multiplying by 100 to get a percentage. ROI helps determine whether the resources devoted to a project, employee, or process improvement are generating value. For instance, a company might assess the ROI of a new training program by comparing the improvement in productivity against the cost of implementing the training. Balanced Scorecard. Developed by Robert Kaplan and David Norton, the Balanced Scorecard is a strategic planning and management system used to align business activities with the vision and strategy of the organization. It evaluates performance across 4 perspectives: financial, customer, internal business processes, and learning and growth. By combining multiple viewpoints, the Balanced Scorecard provides a more comprehensive understanding of performance impact than financial measures alone. Benchmarking. Benchmarking involves comparing performance metrics against industry standards or best practices. It helps identify performance gaps and areas for improvement. Companies may benchmark financial ratios, productivity levels, customer satisfaction scores, or quality measures. Benchmarking can be internal, comparing departments or periods, or external, comparing against competitors. This method is especially useful for continuous improvement initiatives. Employee productivity metrics. Individual and team productivity can be a strong indicator of performance impact. These metrics may include output per hour worked, number of tasks completed, sales closed per employee, and error rates or defect rates. Measuring productivity helps identify high-performing employees, inefficiencies, and the need for training or support. However, it's important to ensure these metrics are aligned with quality expectations. High productivity with poor quality can be misleading. Customer satisfaction and Net Promoter Score, or NPS. Customer satisfaction is a leading indicator of long-term business success. Methods for measuring this include surveys, online reviews, and support ticket ratings. NPS is a widely used metric that asks customers how likely they are to recommend your product or service on a scale from 0 to 10. The NPS is calculated by subtracting the percentage of detractors, scores 0 to 6, from the percentage of promoters, scores 9 to 10. A high NPS generally correlates with customer loyalty, repeat business, and positive word of mouth. Performance appraisals and 360-degree feedback. Performance appraisals provide structured evaluations of employee performance, typically involving feedback from supervisors. To gain a fuller perspective, many organizations use 360-degree feedback, where performance input is gathered from peers, subordinates, managers, and sometimes clients. This approach helps assess skills, leadership qualities, and team impact, making it particularly effective for personal development and succession planning. Operational efficiency metrics. Efficiency metrics measure how effectively resources are used to produce outputs. These include cost per unit produced, time taken per task, resource utilization rates, and downtime analysis. Tracking efficiency can reveal bottlenecks, wasted effort, and opportunities for process automation. This is especially critical in manufacturing, logistics, and service industries where time and resource use are tightly coupled with profitability. Goal achievement and OKRs. One of the clearest indicators of performance impact is whether set goals are being achieved. The OKR framework has become popular in recent years, especially among tech companies like Google. It involves setting ambitious objectives and 3 to 5 measurable key results for each objective. OKRs encourage alignment, focus, and measurable progress across teams and individuals. Impact assessments and outcome evaluations. Unlike output metrics that measure volume or efficiency, impact assessments focus on the actual outcomes achieved. This approach is particularly relevant for social programs, nonprofits, and public sector initiatives. Impact evaluations often use both quantitative and qualitative data to understand cause and effect relationships and long-term performance. Measuring performance impact requires a strategic mix of financial, operational, and human-centered metrics. No single method is universally sufficient, so combining approaches provides a more balanced and accurate view. The key is selecting the right set of tools that align with your organization's mission, goals, and values. Whether through KPIs, customer feedback, or detailed impact evaluations, effective performance measurement enables better decision-making, accountability, and continuous growth. By consistently applying these 10 methods, organizations can move beyond guesswork and intuition to build high-performing, data-informed cultures that thrive in today's competitive landscape.